In this video, we're going to key our green screen inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. So this is just removing the green from your green screen footage. So let's get into it. So we're inside of Adobe Premiere Pro, and as you can see, this is our footage sitting on our timeline, and this is what we're going to get rid of. So we're just going to get rid of this green. Now, in order to do this, we're going to go into Effects and search for Key. Now, if you can't see the effects window for any reason, by the way, then please go up to Window and make sure Effects is enabled. If it's not, then it might just be in one of these tabs over here. But once you've done that, you're just going to drop Color Key onto your footage. So Color Key, drag that on there, and then we're going to use this eyedropper tool to select a green near the person or the subject. Now, I'm just going to increase the color tolerance, and before we take that any further, I'm just going to turn on the transparency grid. Now, in my example, it is turned on, but yours might show this. Now, as we start to get further and further into this, it's a bit difficult to see where the end of the key is and where the background is. So by turning on the transparency grid, so by pressing this icon and go into transparency grid, it's a lot easier to see. And now I'm just going to increase that color tolerance up, making sure that I don't start to take away from myself. So as you can see, we're starting to take away here. So I'm just going to pull that back until that is not a problem, which is around here. So about 40 in my example. We can go and adjust edge thin and edge feather. Edge thin is just going to, as you can see, it's going to move that edge across. And the edge feather is just going to soften everything off, which can look really nice when it's done very subtly. It can help just to soften off the end of that key. But if you do it too much, as you can see, it just becomes a big blurry, hazy mess, which is not what we want. So I'm just going to keep that at 0 for now. Now, Adobe Premiere Pro isn't exactly an effects editor. It's more of a video editor rather than an effects program. So typically I would do green screen work inside of Adobe After Effects. But if Premiere is all that you have, or you want to keep everything inside Premiere, then we can, but it just means we just have to stack the color key on top of each other multiple different times. So I'm going to drag the color key back on again, select a different shade of green, and we're just going to go again. And we'll just go to the point where I start to lose color from myself here. And we'll take it back. And we're just going to keep stacking this color on top of each other. So select this green. I'm going to remove that green. This one can go up a pinch. There we go. Now we're going to go to the edge, and we're just going to increase this. So select the edge, increase this number, and just keep doing this over and over again until you've got your key completed. Now from here, I'm just going to zoom out. So go to fit, zoom out to a smaller number. And I'm just going to remove this because this was the edge of the frame. We don't need this. This isn't going to key because this wasn't actually green screen footage. This was the wall behind the green screen. So we'll go into opacity, select the free draw Bezier tool, which is essentially a pen tool. And we're just going to mask around the subject, which is myself in this example. There we go. And now I've got myself in this keyed layer. Now, as you can see, the hair isn't exactly perfect. It's a little bit rough around the edges. So what we can do is we can go back into that feather and we can try and soften that off. So let's see which one is the most direct. So I think it's going to be that first one. We can increase that softness, that feathering in. Let's go up to around 10 maybe, just so it's not super soft. But as you can see, by doing that, it has added this in. So I'm just going to increase the color tolerance again, just to get rid of that. And by 37, that has gone, and that's helped that a little bit. Now I'm just going to zoom in on the footage here. I'm just going to zoom in to the edge. And as you can see, we've still got a little bit of green. So to fix this, I'm just going to right click on the footage. We'll nest this, put it in its own nest. We can rename this if we wanted to. And now, as you can see, all of the effects have disappeared, and that's because they're on the footage in the nested sequence. So on this new created nested sequence, so nested sequence 01, we're going to search for Lumetri color, which is here in color correction. We'll drag this onto the nested sequence here. We'll go into HSL secondary, and you can use the eyedropper tool to select that green if you wanted to. As you can see, it's done a good job. Or you can adjust the HSL sliders here to narrow that in and get your color of choice. But once you've got that selected, we can now just go down and we can go into these color settings here. So I'm just going to make the saturation 0. So it's turned that green footage into grey footage, which is a lot less visible when you zoom back out. Great, so at this point in time, you should have your footage perfectly keyed and ready to go. So now you can go ahead and add a background behind this. You can place this into a different environment. You can add text behind, but that is your footage now keyed inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. Like I said, if you've got Adobe After Effects, then the Key Light plugin inside of After Effects is much more powerful than Premiere's color key. But if Premiere is your option, then this is how you do this effect. So thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your support, and please do not forget to press that subscribe button. I think 95% of people that watch this channel do not press subscribe, so it would make all the difference if you could just tap that subscribe button. So thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. See you there.